Hello everyone, we've got another ITSL game here organised by the ITSL Junta. I'm playing mgmitch100, I am the USSR, and here we go. No reason not to open 441. We don't have independent reds. So the question is, do we go Yugoslavia or Austria? I'm going to go Yugoslavia for once. I don't know, mix it up. Why not? This is all good. Got Middle East scoring, so might do the duck and cover cool on Iran potentially. Oh, we'll see. No 4-op cards, so the cool in Italy looks less appealing. So we will commit that, and I will say hello. Okay, Korean, Arab, Israeli. Arab, Israeli is quite attractive as a headline, I suppose, because of the potential to clear them out of the Middle East. Truman, duck and cover, Fidel, 5-year plan. Could always hold 5-year plan to ditch Middle East scoring if it doesn't go well for us. And Olympic Games. And the last card is DNC. So we'll start with Arab-Israeli War, I think. Looks like a standard opening. Are they going to go 4-3-3? They are not. 4-4-2, which is fine for us. Quick headline, Arab-Israeli War, and they drop Europe scoring. That's great for us. That is bad for us. So we will event duck and cover and coup Iran. Probably want a 3 here on the die roll. A 6 is also fine, because they don't need to counter coup strongly. If their coup fails, we can consider trying to snag Middle East Dom, ideally presenceless, but we know they can push into Egypt, so we're just really hoping they don't flip Iran back here. Oh, it goes influence. Okay. Defcon's at 3, isn't it? That's sneaky enough. We will drop Middle Eastern scoring now, will we? What we'll do is we'll put 2 into South Korea and speculate, because we've got time to take Korea with Korean War. I expect to see him take Thailand now. I mean, in an ideal world, they spend 4 ops putting into South Korea and we event Korea War to flip it, but that might be lofty optimism. That goes for the coup, so it's all been a bit volte-face, and we were punished for it. So that's unfortunate. A little bit of greed there, thinking they'd mistimed their We'll push into Pakistan and get presence in the Middle East. We'll hope they'll take Pakistan before they take Iran and we can sneak Middle East presence, but maybe not. I was probably greedy there. Probably should have taken the points in hand, but I thought I might be able to sneak a bit more life out of this. Oh, they've got tons of influence. But I was rewarded again. So I get 3 points instead of 4. I'll definitely take it now. Probably could have taken Iran first. Again, all arse about face. All the scoring cards gone. So we will take Iran, mostly for the Pakistani war. And then we'll finish with South Korea. Well, that was a little slovenly on my part, so let's see if we can tighten things up. With all the scoring cards gone, it's really a case of whether or not I get decol or D-style now. Captured Nazi for influence, probably not a good idea. Taking the trip to space far better. Don't need access to Italy with socialist governments the way it is, so the other influence point is probably worth what? Overprotecting Iran. Better than nothing. And we ditch Truman Doctrine, that's fine. Turn 3 ops out of 1, and we have no scoring cards to ditch, so, well, an interesting turn 1 there. Very interesting turn 1. In the end, I wasn't hugely punished. 1 VP. Let's see if 1 VP makes a difference. Vietnam revolts. Now we've got proximity to Thailand. Yes, it's overprotected, but that's useful too. Could still flip it with decol or D-style. Decol. All right, we've not seen defectors go, have we? So need to bear that in mind for this headline. Warsaw, Suez, Comic-Con, De Gaulle, lots of ops. UNI, NTB, NORAD, and NASA. I think NASA's probably our headline. What's likely? Purge defectors. I suppose actually De Gaulle is better, right? If we get defected, that's a shame, but it doesn't trigger. If we get purged, we still have time to fill it. So we'll go De Gaulle and see if they purge us. Containment. Okay. This is all right because now we can snag France. And we can put 1 into Thailand to threaten, if they coup, us flipping Thailand with the China card. And if they don't coup and overprotect Thailand instead, we will have the advantage on cooing Panama. So nice to give them a tough decision. And we need to remember to overprotect France, of course, fundamentally. We'll use UN intervention on NORAD, so we are not going to space again this turn, which is unfortunate. But there's no reason to hold UNI. Well, US, Japan, and Marshall are still in the deck, actually, depending on how many 4-op cards we see this turn. Well, we know they don't have any. So this is good. We now get a free coup on Panama to get our mill-ops, and they only get mill-ops with Indo-Pakistani War. Sadly, the coup was a total failure, but such is life. So, yeah. SocGov is nice. They get 4-ops to clean with, though, so not so bad for them. Yep. Has this crashed? Oh no, I touched the card, Dodoy. Too much tabbing between screens. So they snag Portugal. Rather than have them develop the board elsewhere, I guess getting into an ops war in Europe isn't unreasonable. Plus we can play into Israel, and if they go into Egypt, we can use NASA. Just keep the pressure on them a little here and there. If they want to use 4-ops to take Greece and Egypt here, that's alright by me. We're also hoping they forget to overprotect Italy by the end of the turn so that we could potentially hit them with socialist governments in turn 3. Keeping Italy double overprotected is definitely a must. But yeah, if we don't see US, Japan, or Marshall Plan this turn, there is an advantage, I guess, holding UNI. Well, there's Marshall Plan, so I think we're just going to use UNI on NORAD. Okay, good. Well, one op in Egypt is perfect, because now we've got access to Libya as well. So that worked out really nicely for us. So end of turn, jobs are overprotect France, take Libya, possibly take Algeria, I guess, as well. The alternative's playing into Pakistan, but we're quite close to that. Okay, a tap's fine. We can take Libya and Egypt. We want to see Middle East scoring come out fairly soon again. That'd be pretty great. Okay, presence in the Middle East is unfortunate for us, but not insurmountable. With Indo-Pakistani war still to go, and us already having 3 battlegrounds, maybe. In fact, I'm going to take Afghanistan, deny a VP, deny some adjacency to Pakistan. Oh, 3 was an error though. Clumsy. I meant to put one in France. Flubbed it. Well, it's a good thing Truman has gone. That was meant to be 1 France, 2 Afghanistan. Hasty. Probably isn't gonna punish us. Whew. Nice. So, socialist governments can trigger Europe scoring. Asia scoring was the worst for us. But it's also our headline here, which is nice. Didn't get Indo-Pakistani war. Didn't get decol. Didn't get US-Japan. Special relationships kind of crummy too. Defectors, NORAD, AIW. So we'll headline Asia scoring. They do eventually go to space, second time with the Nazi. And we get a nice juicy coup on Panama. Okay. Panama is a bastion of capitalism, this game. And they are not going to brook any argument in that regard. So now we de-style away the Romania ops before independent Reds. And with decol gone, we go Angola, Nigeria, Venezuela, Chile. And they know we've got D-style, so should play into Angola to pressure us. UNI on decol? Yeah. Okay, nicely done. But we'll just put 2 in Venezuela now. That does frig Nigeria, so that did gain something. And they can use US Japan to give us some difficulty. But we got some ops. It's a little dirty here and there. And they know we're holding blockade, so we know they've got US Japan and 2 other cards. They have played you an intervention, so there's an opportunity, if they're not paying attention, to seize West Germany. Okay, so a tap's annoying. We're going to use NORAD. We're not going to do it that way, though. We use NORAD to take Venezuela and Brazil. And we hope that they don't have the time, inclination, or ops to fill it before we find Quagmire. This usually comes back to haunt me. But we'll allow it for now. Shame we didn't get into a Pakistani war, because Pakistan looked juicy. But given the lay of Asia, we'll probably send Foremost at a space. Just because the China card might not do a back and forth. Okay, what are you going to do with this? That's a lot of ops. Okay. Go that way. That's fine. We'll use defectors first. We're going to retake Venezuela. And we'll make sure we can get into Chile as well before they do. So, they've got 3 cards and we know 1 is special relationship. We kind of want to know what the rest are. Because we could hit them with blockade. Could be sassy. At the very least, we can deny them an AR6 with it, which is probably good incentive to do so. CIA, so they're going to push towards Chile. Okay, so we'll use the China card here to take Chile and get the stranglehold on South America. With Asia scoring gone, I'm fairly comfortable with that. Attacking unscored regions and all. Oh, that's a big boy. All right, that's our coup target next turn. So now we just blockade them and they don't get an AR6. Oh, they've only got special relationship in their hand, right? So they're going to lose West Germany as well. So they can take Venezuela, but they'll lose West Germany. But that's a coup target. And even if it's not a great coup target, we could coup Colombia and try and realign. So a lot of it depends on who gets Hunter and all that. Cool. Okay, so Europe scoring is nicer now that they've lost a battleground. But we're unlikely to get domination there. So it might be that we just try and drop it for a VP. So let's add mid-war. I got Allende. One small step might be nice if we can get to space, and then OPEC's reasonably good. 3 VP would like more really. So that's bad, of course. Europe, nuclear subs. So missile MV with Wheelbarrow is not playable, which kind of means Europe scoring is probably all right here. Get it out the hand. We don't have a 4-op card to take Germany. Lads. Okay, so we want to take our coup. But we'll coup Panama, right? Yeah, a 6 there's a lot more useful. And it drops Defcon, importantly. And we're not going to missile envy this turn. All right, we got our mill ops. So we'll space nuclear subs, I think. And we'd like to get to space, and we'd like them to get to space so we could 1 small step. But we'll see if that comes off. Yeah, refilling's fine. That's a very empty tempo turn, which I'm fine with. Yeah. So we will space nuclear subs. It succeeds. That's good for us because we want them to feel under pressure so we can then hit them with 1 small step. it does mean that we are having to play Formosa in order to hold Sadat. And Brezhnev might yet allow us to space it, so I'm fine with that. Ooh, that's a huge card. Yeah, we'll use Formosa to put 2 into Algeria and keep the pressure on there. They've got the China card now, so using Formosa's more plausible. Oh, there it is. Take Algeria. Okay. We are going to... We'll use Allende to cover Angola so that it doesn't get flipped. Bit dull, but we certainly don't want to get controlled out of Africa. And then I think my sense is I want to try and spark a run at the VP board. All right, we take Botswana. We can set up our own realigned threats here. I really wanted to event that for the 50-50 chance of 2VP in a way, because I feel like mounting a run at the VP board might be a good move. But I might be getting twitchy and gun shy. Goes for the coup on Botswana. Succeeds hugely. That's bad for us. So, okay, so we'll use OPEC now to flip Zaire, which is worth almost as many VPs. It's worth 2 VP, right? As well as the real-line protection. And if he doesn't go to space, which he didn't, Southeast Asia scoring. Not great for us, but it could be worse. So now we just overprotect Zaire. And... let's pop one in West Germany, why not? Keep the threat going there. 13, 14, 20, missed a couple. Middle East scoring is great for us. Okay, so what have I missed? Africa scoring's come at a decent time. We can control that. We could even coup Nigeria using lone gunman if we wanted. Oh no, 14. I need to find out what I've missed. Omit vectors. How I learned. And removed. Formosa and puppets. Truman, Suez. There we go. Okay, I'm up to speed. So that Panama doesn't hurt me, which is nice. U2, DNC, Warsaw, Lone Yasuri, Fidel, Africa scoring. Fidel's nice too, but I think we're going to go lone gunman. Ooh, they get a chance to hunter us. So now we don't get a chance to coup, which is annoying. But we do get to see their hand, so let's see what perfect information does for us. But that's a real shame. Lots of ways they can drop Defcon though, so it shouldn't come as a massive surprise. But let's use the perfect information we have if we can. Miss, miss, miss. Ugh, boo. So South America is now neutral. They've got way more ops than us for Europe. So let's just plug their entire hand in. Portuguese, independent Reds. Marshall Plan, Flower Power, Summit, Comic-Con, South America. Jean-Paul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Yeah, realigns on South Africa. Nigeria, I guess, because if we hit it, 28% of the time we can spear it. Good. Let's keep pressing West Germany as well, mostly to put the wind up them. So now if they coup one side, we can cover the other. So Africa domination is now in our grasp. Duck and cover goes to space. Yusuri is a little bit of a pain in the backside. But dominating another region helps us a lot along our way. Okay, great. So yeah, we'll give them Panama Canal returned and take Nigeria. Yeah, duck and cover's got to go to space. There's no way of them, yeah, persuading us to. So they get a coup off, but it does matter. Ah, it fails. That's fine. So we drop Africa scoring. We need to cover Poland for Jean-Paul. A second attempt is fine, but it is very stable door after horses bolted. We just want to dissuade him from eventing Jean-Paul for solidarity, so filling Poland is a real statement of intent, I think. South America drops for 0 thanks to Junta. That is a shame. But we'll space duck and cover. It fails. That's bad because we really wanted to space Syria as well. And we think they might get a chance to space Portuguese Empire. We'll be eventing Fidel, I think, for sure. The question is whether or not with Middle East scoring gone, we now resign ourselves to eventing Sadat. Yeah. Annoying. Ah, there it is. Finally. So we'll event Fidel. And then what's next? Use the China card to take Japan and hope US-Japan doesn't come back. Yeah, that's all fine for us. Yeah, that's not great in a way, but it'll do. We'll overtake Poland a bit more. Will we? I suppose we want to. We're going to give up 2 VPs here in Milops, but such is life. They can either event Jean-Paul or space Portuguese. They probably don't want to event Portuguese because that just makes Africa that much harder for them. Got to dodge grain sales, ABM, VOA. Ugh, the deck's getting pretty rough. So we need to take Israel or Saudi before Sadat potentially triggers. Goes for it. Okay. A tap, a tippy tap is fine. US Japan's the thing that's going to make the difference there. Brushwall's really nice for us. I suppose Panama at 50-50 is the best, but Quagmire is best of all to start, especially if we get reciprocally bear trapped. So let's Quagmire them to begin. Grain sales. So they get a coup, but they don't get the NORAD bonus. Quagmire grain. What do they pull? OAS. That's a shame. They're going to give it back? No, they'll coup with it, and they'll probably coup Zaire. Oh, that's great for us, because obviously Zaire was a much more of a realigned threat. So Sadat Yassuri, Liberation Theology, Cultural Revolution, Brush War, Willie, Che. Oh, we gave OS back. That makes sense. And just cooed with the 2 ops. No hand shortening. So we'll start with Liberation Theology. And if we go like that, we've got time to take Mexico. And if they miss, we can get control. Yep. And we can always try a brush war on it for control as well. So ideally miss this this roll. Alas, no. So we will take Mexico. Okay, gonna retake Panama. Okay, well that makes Brush War there a less pleasant target. What do we think? Could use Sadat to take Japan. I suppose we just want to overprotect everywhere in Asia against the China card as well, actually. So we can start a coup war though. So we'll dominate Central America. Overprotect North Korea. That's not so great, is it? I think we definitely want to threaten Central America. If you want to use the China card over ramming one of the Asian battlegrounds, that's fine by me, I guess. Pakistan's currently the best brush war target at 50-50, I guess, and Indo-Pakistani wars in the discard pile. We've still got ABM to watch out for, which is a shame. But Asia gives us some leverage. Ooh. Gives us our Millops, is a war card, could be another 2VP as well, hopefully. Go on. Be good, be good. Be good. Yes! Okay, so we can wait a moment. On Nicaragua. Okay, don't know if eventing Willie's better. Yeah. Doesn't dominate, but gets a VP and makes them have to respond. Have to do that at some point. Bit thin on the ground for ops points here. No, we're going to use Willy Brandt to overprotect North Korea. That's so boring. It's probably still right, though. And another one in Israel, getting ready against Camp David. Giving up a VP for board position. We've still got brush war that can aim for Pakistan. Goes for realigns. Mexico? 50-50? Oh dear. Oh, what a hit. That second one did the job. Kudos. No. Oh boy, that hurt. So I guess Yasuri probably here because it mostly repairs itself. Should go to North Korea, to Japan. Very good. So if they want to use the China card to jam North Korea, we still have brush war on Pakistan. Camp David first. So we will event before Sadat. So event Pakistan. That best? Maybe it's not now. Maybe it's Sadat. And look to brush war Egypt afterwards. Yeah, because Indo-Pakistani war can still come for us. Just as easily as it could their deck. Korean War's been. Okay, I think the rest of the cards are right. 25-38. Yep. Okay, Q Nicaragua. Oh, man, this is fine. Unscored region. So we will brush, and we'll 2/3 Japan. Egypt. Idiot. Right, that's nice. Secure domination in a region that the scoring card's coming back for. So what do we want to do? We want to coup Algeria. We want to avoid getting dominated in Central America. I guess it's who hits ABM treaty on the next turn. 18 in the draw pile. We're not quite going to get through it. There's going to be a couple of unknown cards. Do need to cover North Korea at some point, of course. And they know we've got OAS because they saw we had it. But ideally here they don't fill Mexico, so we can drop Central America for 1 VP in the headline before it gets any worse. Although Voice of America is still in the deck, and that could screw us in the headline phase too. So still a lot that can go wrong here. Ooh, well, that does some damage in Africa. Not as much, actually. Zai is now a threat, but we got VOA, which is great. We want a coup, though, and we want to try and work out what they have. So, Alliance for Progress. Probably Bear Traps their likely headline, so they can get a coup off. Alas, they got ABM. Alright, so let's think. If we don't headline Brezhnev, we've got 4, 7, 9, 12, 13 clean ops and East European unrest, which we can use fairly safely. So say 15 clean ops. If we use Brezhnev, we get 1, 2, 3, we maybe get 4 bonus ops, and we can space OAS. So we'll go Brezhnev. Bear trap. So now we can put OAS in the trap. Please out first time. Dang it! Ugh. Not getting out the trap in one is such garbage. And that's going to put us probably a long way back in a lot of regions, right? We could lose France, we could lose Asia, and we can get dominated in Central America. So that is a hell of a time to get caught in the trap. Thankfully, I say thankfully in inverted commas, the first thing I do is take a coup, which is fine. Please get out. Hooray! Okay, so losing Africa is probably, as long as they don't have Africa scoring, about as good as we could hope for. Alliance for Progress currently worth 3 VP, which is more than I'd like. Okay, gunning for Africa. There it is. Oh my goodness. That is ridiculous. No, we'll keep pushing on Israel for now. That was a pretty crazy roll. But I don't mind if they keep doing that. Slow down their tempo. There are 8 cards left, of which they hold 6 that I don't know about. So, obviously one question is, do they have ABM treaty? That's alright. Yeah. All of that stuff. Can't do a lot about it. So what we're going to do is we'll tap Panama. We're going to keep making them work for Central America scoring, and we'll finish shoring up. Nice to get the China card back. That suggests they might event Nixon to take it back again. And we're playing East European unrest this turn. And then we probably want to start jamming some countries in the Eastern Bloc. Try and press for domination in Europe, which is to come back. Okay, so we got the China card. Yeah, that was to be expected. Alright, so what we're going to do is tap it again. Yeah, no, that's not good, is it? No, we'll space, because we might get a chance to space Alliance for Progress as well. Oh, dang it. Well, that's crap. Yeah, 2 VP, I can live with that. So I guess next up is a coup. We'll coup Colombia. And then we'll do East European unrest. Now card timing is huge. Huge. So if Africa scoring drops, I'm in hell. If War Games comes first, I win. And if we see, for example, Middle East before Africa, might still be able to do it in final. But this is late war, card timing at its finest. for space. So we don't get to frig with Europe that way. That's sad. Still haven't seen Arsenal or ABM treaty. So they've got Arsenal, ABM, We Will Bury You, Muslim Rev, and the Cambridge Five. But we resolve East European unrest first. It's before late war. And then we do stuff with it. We'll just put all 3 ops into... Oh no, we've got 4 ops, don't we? We'll cover France at last. Yeah, we can start an ops war in Europe next term. So, ideally, we would like to be doing war games and Africa scoring, right? That would be the dream deal, simply because we then have control of our own destiny. So they've got Arsenal, ABM, We Will Bury You, Muslim Rev, Cambridge 5. They're not holding one of those. They held ABM, that was wise. And that's a result for them. Well done. Can't argue with those results. And we did not get war games, nor did we get Africa scoring. So Aldrich Ames has to be the headline, I think. Yeah. And we have to hope they do not. They got Arse Not. They got We Will Bury You. They got Muslim Rev. They got Cambridge 5, interestingly. Yeah, okay. I wonder if I missed any of those. Re-add discards and add the late war. Do we re-add the discards? No, it's 10 cards in the draw pile. How odd. So don't re-add the discards. Just add late war. So we got Aldrich, Cal, Glasnost, AWACS, Chernobyl, Ortega, Pershing, Laddock. Okay. Arsenal's got to go here, right? For sure. Well, a juicy option with Star Wars. And we need to work out what our line is best here. So we didn't see Africa scoring at least. Let's go back to the hand. I snap took Arse Not so quickly. And until else there is. Reagan bombs Libya is worth nothing. North Sea oil's a bit of a fiddle. Iranian hostage crisis is good for us. Solidarnosc doesn't do anything for them. Marine barracks bombing is good for us. And yeah, they now have to space We Will Bury You. There's still time for them to use it, mind, depending on what they do with DEFCON. Oh, yeah, duh. Didn't think of that. Oh, well, they got it either way. Okay. So, what's our line? We now don't know what's in their hand. So Latin American debt crisis is a bit less exciting. We're in Chernobyl AR7. Middle East is now not good. Asia's fine. Well, I suppose we want to just get a coup off in Africa, don't we? A big old coup in Algeria to get some mill-ops. 5 or a 6, please. Nice and big. 1. Rubbish. That's unfortunate. Deeply, deeply unfortunate. And they may now also have drawn into war games, so... Oh, this could come unraveled very quickly now. So Cal's got to go to space, unless we're lucky and they missile envy us or something now. But we'll hold and see how that goes. Yeah, so now we're in the kind of gross position where we're even just about everywhere on the board. That's all fine. And with Muslim Revolution gone, maybe the next thing to do is to be getting ahead in Europe. Yep, threaten an unscored region. Well, it's scored, dang it, because of course there's been no reshuffle. We just generally need to put the hammer down. We can still tap Iraq. But this is really not great. Not great at all. It's a good thing we have the VP cushion we have, because it is not stellar. Pershing's nice next. I think, yeah, generally keeping the pressure on. Yeah, it's a shame. Cool. Generally keeping the pressure on in Europe. What are the best 3? Yeah, might be able to flip Greece here. Boy, this is tight. Okay, repairs are fine. We're going to space Cal. Roscosmos have gone to sleep. Reformer goes to space, that's wise. They're getting there. Dang it. Right, Ortega's good for nothing. We will tap Iraq. We know they've got Solidarity in 2 other cards. I still think it will probably be worth hitting them with Latin American debt crisis, which then renders Venezuela at risk. Oh man, so no war games. We're shaping up to be at risk here for sure. It's going to be a really tight end game. Latin American debt crisis seems to be worth it. And then we can finish with Chernobyl. I think Chernobyl overprotecting East Germany against tear down this wall, but of course France is now what? +4 to realign. Okay, great. We double Venezuela. And we double Argentina against VOA. That's a bonus. I think we just have to nibble at regions now. Well, at least stops flower power uncancelling. Yep, that'll do. So if they don't coup, we go up to 12. But we are not going to hit 20. It's problematic. Very problematic. Currently losing on the board, thanks to Africa. So 2 turns to turn stuff around. And of course, US-Japan just destroys us. So what do we like? Iran-Contra, potentially? Oh man, they've got to tear down this wall, haven't they? Ooh. So Europe could be in trouble here now. Iran-Contra, which we have. One small step. Iran-Iraq, Uri. Glasnost Marshall Summit. Yeah, man, tear down this wall is a disaster for us. Iran-Contra. No realigns. Oh. Fantastic. All right. Where do we begin? I suppose to protect slightly against tear down this wall. Break West Germany. Yep. Break West Germany and play into Bulgaria. Oh, this is bad shape. Oh man. This ain't good. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, we'll use Marshall Plan and overtap Algeria. Yes, we know we're doling out a bunch of influence, but they've not got a lot of West. I mean, Denmark's helpful for them. It's not great. I'm not happy about it, but I'm running out of obvious options. I don't remember being 10 VP ahead in a game before and thinking the position is so precarious, but it is. Profoundly. We're going to have to go for the 1 in 6 on Iraq, mostly to get Milops, but obviously if we miracle flip that. But we do not have a lot of VPs available, and the board is shaping up quite well for them, especially with Tear Down This Wall in their hand. With Europe about to flip, the game's actually probably lost. Ugh. Heart sinks. Be good. Be good. Please be good. Come on, Iran-Contra. Miss. Ugh. So we have to give up 4 VP taking back France. That's disgusting. That's galling. Galling. They'll use Thatcher the Betrayer to take back Algeria, I guess. But they may want to try an ops war on... Oh, taking the China card. Sneaky. Okay, so we want to take East Germany and Algeria. And next we want to overprotect. They can't use the China card to jam, at least. And event Iran-Iraq for Milops. Ladakh goes to space and fails, for once. I guess we want to event one small step here, don't we? We want to deny them the chance to space again, and we could space emit to headline peak. Headline peaking could be huge in turn 10. Additional information. But we're so far behind. It's going to take a miracle turn 10. Okay, so now we're not using Iran-Iraq for the event. We're just cooing Nicaragua. That should settle it. I think our best hope is flipping Venezuela just to get domination in another area. Please miss. Okay, good. So we'll give them another chance to coup. We'll put emit in space, and we get to headline peak. That is good. Oh boy. Oh, in a bad way around the map. In a bad way. Okay, well at least they didn't salt nothing. Just a tap. Okay. So we'll see if we can drop Defcon in the headline. Hunter's good. Hunter's great. And we get to headline peak. Willie. SocGov, great. SocGov's nice. Dropping Asia's scoring if we can will be really important. Arms Race and Hunter. Reagan and Willie. SocGov Independent Reds. Okay, so Independent Reds is our unplayable card this turn, but it's our only unplayable card. Let's see what they headline. We really want to go Hunter, coup Venezuela, don't we? Purge is annoying. Purge is very annoying this late in the game, but there we go. We're going to have to live with it, and we've got a plan. Six, please. Big old 6. Ooh, a 5. No US Japan. Please, 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 please. Don't mind you jamming France, because I can use socialist governments on it. But this is... This is getting away from us. Okay, that's fine for now. So we drop Asia scoring for 0 before anything else. For 1, sorry. Great. Yeah. Oh, because Japan is adjacent to the USA. Such an unusual world. Alright, so what can we do? We can hit them with SocGov late in the turn. Want to try and get a stray coup off to try and... Oh no, of course, we're under purge. We'd have to use socialist governments to coup to reach the military ops. That's not going to happen. Oh, holy crap. Overprotect some regions. I'm going to have to just hope that they roll really badly on their coups and mess up some combat maths, but we are absolutely reeling now. Oh, God. We just have to hope their coups are so bad that we can hit them AR7 with socialist governments, get Europe domination, and hope by repairing that they lose the tempo to not get over the scoring line. But we are hard up here. Okay, we'll keep overprotecting Asia against the China card as well. Another one in Japan. Yeah, another one in Japan and event socialist governments, and then pray for Mojo. But I think, looking at the lay of the board and them getting turn 10 AR7, we've lost this game. So, getting stuck in the trap was a killer. And I would welcome other feedback on what the missteps were. Going Japan now, yeah? Oh, no. Okay. We're just going to have to trade one for t'other, I think. Big realign here. Big realign. Be good, be good, be good, be good, be good. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Damn, son. Well, that puts a wrench in the works for them. Sadly, they're just going to tap it again, but that was huge. Yeah, that was as good as it gets. Oh well. Even at the end, we have mystery and allure. That's great for us. And we have to hope they have another scoring card. Do you have another scoring card? And if so, is it one you don't dominate a region in? If it's Europe, that would be great. It probably isn't, and we've probably lost 6, 8, 7, 5. Yeah, I think we've lost anyway. They just need to tap East Germany. But if they've got Europe scoring, or Central America scoring, we could win. Europe scoring's a definite win. If it's Voice of America, we're toast, obviously. Oh well, interesting game. Welcome feedback on where I misstepped. Didn't really... We got Hunter at the end there. I'm struggling to put my finger on exactly how we could have made this game any better or viable for us. So, some games go that way. Next game's midweek, Wednesday the 19th, I think. So, got a game coming soon. Tune into that. But otherwise, well done to opponent here. Never comfortable. Even when I was up by about 11 VP, it was clear I was in trouble. But, yeah, like 4 ops tapping Israel and Chile would do enough probably to win here as well, especially with the mill ops. So, don't know why they're lingering. I'm literally praying it's Europe scoring they're holding. Middle East scoring maybe would be good. Middle East scoring or Europe scoring is good for us, but the delay in not playing a card strongly suggests that they're deciding what to do. I mean, I'm heartened by this conversation because it suggests that they think they might lose on VP. I just don't see how that's possible. Tapping another region. I guess they don't have a 4-op card. But they need 3 ops to fill Europe. Oh no, yeah. They need a 4-op card to do resplendent damage, I suppose. And get a VP, eh? That's nice. I mean, is this not still a win? I'm not doing the maths, but it's got to be a win for America. Or is it a tie? Wow. Oh, I'll take a draw out of a loss. And of course, the answer therefore is yes, if I had played Middle Eastern scoring in turn 1 for an extra VP, I would have won the game. So it just goes to show VP throughout the game does matter. I already said that. Well, my first ITSL tie. Hope you enjoyed it. Pretty sure it's my first ITSL tie anyway. I mean, hey, the stats will say. So I'll see you on Wednesday for another game. Thanks for playing. Well done, my opponent. Very good game. That realign in Chile was clutch for a tie. So, well, there we go. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in a few days.